Hi everybody and welcome to the fourth EAP update. Sorry it took us so long to get this back to you, but we've been busy and I think you're going to see doing what in just a few short minutes. So the tents are finally up and they've been up for almost a month now. All the electricity is starting to go in. We're going to show you. We're going to take you inside. It's getting a little loud out there. I do want to start out by saying that I have some bad news and I have some good news. So I want to start with the bad news so we can get it out of the way. Over the last two EAP updates, most of the comments I've gotten have been about my hair. So I just want to tell you that I haven't found a hairdresser here in Colorado yet, but I'm looking for one, so I just don't want you to be concerned about that. So now that we're finished with the bad news, let's go inside and I'll tell you some of the good news.
Okay. Welcome to our chip tent. This is our completed tent. This is the first step of the operations. The chipper will sit outside. About 100 tons of logs a day will be chipped and sent into this tent, where they'll be stored for the day, and then we'll have a series of bins and conveyors that will then take our chips off into the next tent where the mill is. Right now we just have our front end loader in here, and we have a snorkel lift. The snorkel lift is what we use to assemble the tent and also to put up our lighting in here. So right now we've got all of the electricity run, we've got electricity for outlets in here, and we're just waiting to have a conveyor consultant come out and help us design the conveyor system that's going to move our chips from here into the next tent.
And we're rolling. So conveyor belt is going to be coming from the chip tent that Bill just showed you over to this section of the pelletizing tent. I'm so excited to be standing in this tent knowing that our equipment's going to be here shortly in the next 2 to 3 weeks so we can start assembling our plant, putting it together. The most important part of the entire process for us, of course, is the piece of equipment that we're developing ourselves in Minnesota with our engineers, Clear Energy by Design. We've had 4 successful tests in that each test led us to being able to solve the next problem and the next problem. And the last test that we had last week, we actually not only dried our material, but it also broke up the material in a consistency that's going to be perfect for us for pelletizing. So we're very, very excited about it. We're making some last modifications, and that machine should be here in the next 3 weeks. I cannot tell you how grateful I am that we did not purchase another company, that we actually are developing the machine ourselves. And I'd like to thank the entire crew that has helped us to bring it to this point. I look forward to being able to show it to you when it arrives on the site. So this is the mill door to our office. Come on in. As you can see, they just finished sheetrocking it. This is actually a door to the front. This is where our customers will come in, and so will the truckers when they come in with the logs that they've had weighed. And so you'll see there's 2 offices. This is the main office right here, and then this is the office manager's office. And here we put a window in so that he can watch what's going on in the mill.
There's Bill. There's Bill.
So we're building the electrical system, the electrical box in a container so that it's movable. If we ever decide to leave from this plant, we can just pick it up with Katie, put it on a truck, and it goes with us, Katie being our front-end loader. So as you can see, some of the panels have started arriving. This entire wall will be full of panels. We believe that by the end of this week, we'll actually have power, 2,000 amps of power at the plant, so that as the equipment begins to arrive, we can start connecting it up and testing the equipment that's here. So we've been fighting the weather all winter, and I really shouldn't say fighting because truly the universe has totally cooperated with us to be able to put this plant up during the winter. But the ground has been frozen. It's been very, very difficult for us to put in our pads and to lay our sites because the ground has been frozen for 20 to 30 inches, and it's just starting to thaw. So before our first trees arrive, which another piece of great news is we have our first 4,000 trees coming in, which we are paying nothing for, which is exactly our goal, to pay nothing for the trees that come in here. Anyway, those 4,000 trees are going to be arriving soon, and just before they get here, we are going to hire a blade, which is a loader type piece of equipment that will help us to control the site more, so that we can actually put it on the road right here. So before our chipper comes in, we want this site to be much more level than it is right now. So we've posted 3 positions for hire. We're very excited to get this part of the business rolling. We've posted a position for an administrator that will be hopefully hired and running our office in the next couple of weeks. We also have posted a position for the plant manager, and we've posted a position for a mechanical engineer that can come on board with us to help us to continue to develop the equipment that we have started to develop in Minnesota. So those are 3 hires that are on their way, and we've gotten some great responses, and we're starting to look into doing the interviews for those hires. And of course, I've left the best news until last, so let me take you to marketing and sales. Erica's done an absolutely wonderful job of doing lots of cold calling and getting out there and making sure that our sales can start coming in. But the big news right now is that we signed a 15,000 ton a year contract with a company that we have been pursuing for 6 months. We are very, very excited about that contract. It is 50% of all the production that will come from this plant, and the pellet production will not be in the fuel industry, but rather the bedding industry, which is more annual. In other words, it doesn't just happen during the fuel time of the year, which is the heating time of the year, but it happens January through December. And so we're really, really excited to start delivering those pellets on June 1st. So that's our goal, and that's our promise to our first customer. At June 1st, our first pellets will be leaving this plant and being shipped to the bedding world. Yay!
Woo!